Millennials will spend more than £1 million on rent during their lifetime if they don't manage to get onto the property ladder, a new study suggests. Millennials who began renting at 21 years old and live in an average-sized property outside of London will spend an average of £110,830 in household rent before buying their first home, typically at an age of 32, according to research by peer-to-peer lending platform Landbay. For those living in the capital, where property prices and rents are significantly higher, the amount increases to £273,210. However, 41% of millennials don't expect to ever a home of their own, relying on renting to support them into old age. This equates to £110,830. Those renting for life and retiring at the future state pension age of 68 will have to save for 15 years of rental payments in retirement, based on average life expectancies. It means they will have to spend a greater proportion, some 44%, of their household disposable income of £2.4 million on rent by the time they reach the average life expectancy of 82. This equates to £1.1 million in rent.John Goodball, chief executive of Landbay, said, while younger people have always been overrepresented in the private rented sector, over the last decade there has been a marked increase in the proportion of younger households relying on the buy-to-let market. The government is giving off strong signals that it is ready to tackle the supply shortages gripping the nation, while also improving standards, affordability and the institutional supply of rental properties in particular. This can only be good news if it becomes a reality, but with so many of the issues being systemic, only time will tell if these measures will have the desired effect. The government plans to review whether landlords should be offered incentives to give tenants the option to lock into tenancy agreements for more than 12 months. Industry insiders have suggested this could take the form of tax incentives following the tax clampdown on the buy-to-let sector in recent years. The Landbay research also examined average rents, with levels shrinking for the first time in more than half a decade in 2017. Average rents fell 0.01% in November as a two-speed market emerged between London and much of the rest of the country. The average rent in Britain currently stands at a record of £1,196 a month, up marginally from £1,190 at the start of the year. Outside of London, average values have risen to £759, up from £750 at the start of the year. The slowdown in rental growth has not been consistent across the country, with the East Midlands, the Southwest and the East of England seeing growth of 2.13%, 1.63% and 1.57% respectively. London has seen the greatest reversal of rental growth, with rents falling in 26 of the 33 London boroughs. With interest rates now rising and the TFS coming to an end in February, we expect upward rental pressure to be just around the corner. Without a radical house building plan for purchase as well as purpose-built rental properties, rental prices are in danger of soaring over the coming decades.